Here we are at Sussy Stadium at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the Pittsburgh Spinners will take on the Hot Springs Hot Tamales in another SPL matchup. Thank you for tuning in to the SPL Network. My name is Darth. I'm going to be biased on this one. I have a few ties in both teams, so I don't know if I can be biased. Either way, Hot Springs got Agent P, Disruption, Bartholomew, Gubby, and DZ. Pittsburgh Spinners got Cheese, Kenny T, Louise starting for them here tonight. Not sure who's starting for the Hot Tamales. All I know is there's three of them already in the lobby, DZ, Gubby, and Agent P. So that only leaves two up to question. Hot Springs coming off a game that they kind of want back. Blade's able to cast that one against the Napoleon Neapolitans. There was a goal scored in the third period. They went all the way through the third, keeping it within one goal. It was 6-6 with about a minute left. And it went all the way down to 13 seconds, I believe, in the third. And then Napoli was able to crack in the last one, and that was history for their first matchup. Tamales looking for a little bit of a revenge story here today against the Pittsburgh Spinners. We'll see if they can do it. We'll see if they can stay afloat in the Pro Division. Pittsburgh Spinners able to pull off a victory earlier here tonight against the Ocean City Typhoons, if I remember correctly. I could be entirely wrong in that one, but I feel like I'm right, and therefore I should be. As the saying goes, it's not on the website quite yet, and my memory is failing me from earlier here today. Yeah, so got about a minute before the drop of this puck officially, technically. Yeah, a few changes here this season in SPL. Everybody has 5 roster spots to work with. Last season, up until the beginning of time, I think for SPL, the Pro and Challenger division have only had 4 spots to roster. Because you're a pro team, you should be able to... You want your best players to play every game. And so you can only field 3 at a time, so what's the point of having almost 2 rosters on a roster? Or 2 starting lineups on a roster. That was the thought process for it. This season, we said, why not? We'll see what happens. 5 roster spots for everybody throughout the entire league. Pro, Challenger, IM, Open, and then, of course, our Western audience also getting 5 players to work with for scheduling. I think it'll be better overall. I think it'll make it a lot easier for captains to work with. And, yeah, Cheese Pup saying 5 spots made it worse. But down with the system, down with the hierarchy. Eyes is writing the scripts, and we all know it. Zarth and Disruption also joining the lobby just now for the record. Hot Springs have Gubby, Disruption, Bartholomew on the starting lineup. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. Louise has impressed me earlier here tonight with his stick-checking ability. It's going to be up to the Hot Springs defense to be able to deal with it, be able to stay on their shot lanes, be able to challenge the puck. The defense is going to be played in the neutral zone in this game, or else Hot Springs is not going to win. They got to challenge Kenny T. They have to. Cheese knows how to hit the net from his own blue line. It's going to be a long-distance shot that'll go in here early on. I guarantee it. Don't know if it's going to be from the Spinners or the Hot Springs Hot Tamales, but it's going to be a long one. I see the first goal is going to go in from a defensive blue line. That's just my prediction. But yeah. Disruption, I saw him hitting dimes earlier today. He's feeling good. He's hitting the net. He's feeling it. He's feeling it well. Bartholomew also, I think, is the all-time leading goal scorer for the Hot Springs Hot Tamales. Both Disruption and Bartholomew in the Hot Springs franchise has broken 100 goals so far with this roster on the ice. Let's see if I can pull that stat up real quick. Bartholomew leads the franchise Hot Springs as a whole. 120 goals on his career. Looks to make it a few more here tonight. Disruption's at 101. Third highest is Pino, if you can believe that. So we'll see how they do. 2 of the top 3 goal scorers going to be on the ice for Hot Springs here this afternoon. Gubby, of course, making up that third man. Hasn't played as many seasons as Diz and Zarth has with Hot Springs. So his stats in his career with Hot Springs is a little bit lower. But not to take merit off his name. He'll be out there stick checking with the best of them. Cheese, Kenny T, been aligned since the first season of Rebound. They've been the dynamic duo. They've been the Batman and Robin of Pittsburgh, making it all the way up until current date. Cheese captaining all of the seasons throughout it, and doing it once again here today. I don't think Kenny T's been with them for the whole thing. Hang on, I'm having a faint memory of him not being on the Annapolis Armada. Have a very faint memory of that. I could be right. I could be wrong. Yeah, but Cheese and Kenny T always together. If they're on a roster, they are with each other. There's maybe 2 seasons that didn't happen, but yeah, they are together. They're together more times than they are not, and I feel like it's got to be noted for the record book. But they're going to be down there on the ice. High Flyer, new acquisition for the Pittsburgh Spinners. He'll be. I don't think. No, he won't be. He won't be. I forgot this isn't Challenger. High Flyer and Cape used to be teammates. I was going to make a plot point about that against the Ireland Pepe Tactics, but yeah. They just got out of their pub match, so they're warm. Pittsburgh filing into the lobby here slowly. But yeah, Cheese and Kenny T going to be down there on the ice with Louise for this one. DZ Agent P sitting on the bench for the Hot Springs Hot Tamales, leaving the starting lineup to be Disruption, Zartholomew, and Gubby. Place your channel points as they may. Kenny T getting a drink of water before this one starts. Going to need to be well hydrated. Hot Springs looking for their first win of the season. Pittsburgh Spinners looking to stay on top, looking to spin to win a little bit. Hot Springs 6-7 defeat coming off the back of that one that was casted by Blades over on his channel yesterday. So it's fresh in their mind. They know what they need to do to win this game. It's going to be whether or not they're able to execute it. Stay on their shot lane, stay on the challenging angles. Everybody's got to mark their man, and everybody's got to do their part in order to get the clock to churn. And that's going to be what we're looking at here tonight. Pittsburgh Spinners on the right side of your screen in the blue. Hot Springs Hot Tamales on the left side in the red. It's only a matter of time. A lot of the fifth. All right, so I see a few little arguments in the for the 4-spot rosters in pro. The 5th spot, more times than not, is just either who wants to manage their team and not play, or a pro player that just wants to hang out and be an in case of emergency style player. I know Ocean City was looking to do that. I know the Nashville Iconics were looking to have their 5th man just like their manager. You know, Pittsburgh Spinners still keeping with the original 4 format. They might pick up a 5th man later on this season. They might not. That's more of a them thing. But yeah, there's a lot of talk throughout the last few seasons about adding a managerial spot where they can only manage the team and they can't play. Of course, you could hold the managerial spot and be a player on the roster, but you don't have to be exclusively both. There's been talks about that. We've been thinking about that. I know EUSL does a format like that. Works out well for them as a 4-man. 4-man teams are a lot harder to schedule with because you have that extra man on the ice, needing a lobby of 8 to start a game instead of just a lobby of 6. So they got that to juggle, and I think it helps out having a person that isn't tied down to their skill level, taking up a spot on an active roster. But yeah. But like Green is on a roster this season with the Plymouth Plague. I think he's just there for the chip. I could be entirely inaccurate with that one. And I think Wendy's Cashier is the 5th man on the Colorado Cobras, if I'm not mistaken. I doubt either of those players will play more than a game this season, but they are prominent in the pro division. I think their skill level is up here. Whether or not they do play, that's more up to them and their availability and whether or not they want to. Of course, this is just a rec league. We're not really playing for keeps. We're not playing for monies. We're not playing for pinks here. We're just here for some good old-fashioned slap shot and love of the sport. But yeah. So whenever Kenny T decides that today's Thursday, we'll get this one underway. Yeah. Word on the street is Bangold is very upset that Pittsburgh beat them earlier tonight. Word on the street is he left the SPL Discord. That might be that is what would be considered a later problem. She says, I just called Kenny. He's almost here. Thank you for waiting. It's 7 minutes past the hour. The rule in SPL, if a team no call, no shows against you, 15 minutes past the agreed upon start time, then you can apply for the forfeit win and get it. But there's 2 in the lobby, and it's only 7 minutes past, so that rule really isn't a conceptualized thing quite yet. Yeah, odds are in favor of Hot Springs in the prize pool. Cheese Putt putting $800 down on the Hot Springs Hot Tamales. Cheese betting on himself. He feels the what's the bit about Pringles and needing one more? He's got a fever, and there ain't no cure but Atlanta Falcons. I don't know. Anyway, or did the Falcons bet on the opposing team to win and then they threw the match? I don't know how that story really goes. I just know there's something involving them. Yeah, Kenny called and said he has the Sagandi syndrome. He's working it out right now. Yeah, High Flyer not in the lobby. Only man not going to be accounted for here today. And, yeah. Pittsburgh Spinners. 2 of their games played so far this week. They'll have one more to go against the Napoleon Neapolitans. That game has yet to be yet to find a playtime. Hot Springs Hot Tamales, 1 game in the books, 1 more to go. Here after this one, they play Cedar Rapids at their stadium. So they're going to be making that quick flight over there after this one has concluded. Last game of the night here at 10 o'clock if we start this one on time. And yeah, that'll be the conclusion. Didn't get to watch much of the first game. Plymouth Plague able to win that one away from the Typhoons, something like 7-4. Didn't get to see much of that one. No, Plymouth had 8. I don't remember what Typhoons had. But power outage, it was the quickest shower I've ever seen in my life. There was 1 lightning bolt and a lot of rain. Whenever that rain cloud went overhead and knocked my power out for 26 minutes. Yeah, well, while this happens, I'm gonna grab myself a drink. I haven't had an ice cold Mountain Dew in a hot second. All right, Kenny T's in the lobby. He's ready to rock. He's ready to roll. We'll get this one down on the ice here in a few moments. Kenny T's awake. He's lively. He's ready to play some slap shots. 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're taking this one down to the ice here at Sussy Stadium here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh on the right side, Hot Springs on the left. The puck is dropped. The game is on, and 15 minutes of uninterrupted slap shot, weather forbidding, is underway. Good handle out to the point. Cheese immediately from the get-go finds himself a goal. And we have ourselves a 1-0 ball game here in Pittsburgh. Oh, my prediction's already gone. It was definitely not from their own blue line. But we'll see how she goes for the rest of it. Gubby with the receding hairline. No helmet on today. Lets that one leak out top side, goes off disruption. Louise with a chop towards the cage. Nice save there by Gubby. Gubby near side, starts to get the breakout going, goes off Kenny T once. Nice step in by Cheese. Cheese just punching him down the near side wall. Gubby not enjoying a lot of that one. Takes a shot. Nice stop by Kenny T at his own faceoff dot. Here's Zarth with the backhand, try to force that one towards the cage. Louise with a chip towards the net, and that one saved away by Gubby at the last second. Kenny T knocked loose. Louise tries to get involved on the top side against Zartholomew. Here's Louise back into his own corner, finds Kenny T, cycles that one back to his captain, Cheese. Waits his time, abides his patience. Kenny T, little give and go back to Cheese. Cheese whips top side. Kenny T gets a step shot, saved by Gubby. There's Rubjon with a banked out, and that one goes right out of the reach of Gubby and in down for the full 200. Foot of ice. Kenny T, top side. Forehand shot stopped by Disruption. Cheese here with a backhand. Cycles this one out and around. 3:46 here in the first. Here's Gubby with a front side pass. Finds his way to Disruption. A little do-si-do. Cheese gets out on top. Dumps this one down and in. Lets his boys chase after it. Kenny T looks to the top. Off that backhand, stopped by Zarth. Zartholomew stopped by Cheese with a nice shot attempt, but he was a little far out there. Not awarded with the save, but Cheese will get the block in the stat sheet. Pass out in front. Kenny T with a rifle. Goes off that near side. Gubby here with control. Slapped away by Cheese. Disruption here to start the breakout for Hot Springs. Disruption with a forehand pass goes off the dome of Kenny T. Gubby sent topside to Zarth. Zarth backhand over to Gubby. Gubby off the forehand backhand. Not able to get past Louise clean. Goes off the stick of Kenny T. Gubby will take this one back on the defensive side for the Hot Springs Hot Tamales. Zarth off the backhand. Kenny T keeps it low. Here's Cheese with it now. Cheese topside. Louise stopped by Gubby. Here's Cheese with a pass to himself. 2:50 to work with here in the first period of actions. Hot Springs not able to get a shot off so far. Louise dangles, looks for the topside wraparound, not able to get the puck, kept in his little pocket on that back end. Second tries the charm off the near side, and that shot goes wide. Cheese off Zarth, back down low. Here's Disruption. Disruption halfway through the first, just out of the reach of Gubby, goes over his stick and out into the end wall of Pittsburgh. Here's Kenny T off that forehand. Stopped by Disruption. Louise looking for a little spin to win luck. Shot off the near side, and Kenny T wants a mulligan on that one. Here's Louise. Off that red line. Zartholomew breaks down near side. Louise going to cycle that one back to his captain. Here's Pittsburgh's captain, Cheese. Cheese. Gubby with the turnover. Nice stop by Kenny T on that shot attempt. Disruption. Shot goes off the far side and wide. Gubby shoots, scores! And the Hot Springs are on the board. Good cycle down low, the little slap pass off the end wall, and Gubby finds the back of the net for the first time tonight for the Hot Springs Hot Tamales. We're tied at 1 with 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Cheese with a forehand try. Punches it through Gubby. Kenny T takes it off the forehand. Zarth forwarding it. Goes off that backhand. Out in front, nobody home to pop that one in. Disruption. Looks for a little cycle to keep it alive. Here's Cheese with it now. Cheese off the forehand. Dumps this one down. Here's Zartholomew over to the Disruption. Topside over to Gubby. Gubby off the backhand. Shooting. Hits the near side post, and it goes into the corner. Disruption. Off the backhand. Zarth with a shot. Goes off the glass. Here's Gubby topside to keep this one low into the Hot Springs' favor. Here's Disruption down low against the end wall. Finds a point pass over to Zarth. A good shot blocked away by Louise, and you'll chop this one down the full 200 into the Hot Springs' end. Gubby taking charge, racking up the possession time, trying to even it out. Pittsburgh had a lot of it in that first minute. Hot Springs looking to return the favor. Little wraparound attempt. Hits the front of the crease. The puck just slid off his stick at the least opportune time. The score remains 1-1. Hot Springs still looking to get themselves above. Louise off that backhand. Dangles. Goes through the opposition. Here's Disruption with it now. Backhanding this one out of the zone into the offensive end. Cheese topside. Kenny T keeps it going. Forehand chance. Shooting. It's the post. Louise shoots and scores. 2-1. Pittsburgh Spinners back on top. They're getting it going. They're getting it good. Kenny T's shot wasn't what he wanted, but Louise says, we'll put it in. We'll think about it a little bit. We'll nerd on it. We're nerding tonight. 3 goals in. Pittsburgh leads 2-1. Gubby, Diz, off that hip of Kenny T. Shot all the way back down to the Hot Springs end. 26 seconds remain here in the first. Hot Tamales here on the breakout. Disruption going to dump this one down. Zartholomew gets past his man. And challenge Louise here for the puck. Louise topside. Cheese looking to return the favor. Not a whole lot to go with there. Louise near side. Pass over to Cheese. 10. Goes off that backhand, goes through Zarth. Gubby with a chop towards the cage, trying to get a last-second goal. And Cheese will hold on to this one for the remainder of the period. And that will do it. First period in the books. It's 2-1 here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Spinners in the lead. The shots are only 1-4. Hot Springs, Pittsburgh letting it all be handled out in the neutral zone. 2 takeaways are all that have been had according to the stat books here tonight. A lot of passing. I thought the possession time would be higher, but it's 18-19. Wild, wacky stuff. Zany, some might even say. 1 goal for Gubby. Cheese, Louise to contribute at the 3 goals here so far. We're back on the ice for this second period of action. The puck is dropped. The game is on. Pittsburgh on the right. Hot Springs on the left. We're jamming. Like we're in space. Ooh, you like that one? Gubby, backhand. Disruption off that near side. Looking for that forehand shot. Goes off Cheese. Cheese off Zarth. Zarth trying to get it out in front. Nice control there by Cheese to keep it along the wall. Sends out Gubby with a nice takeaway. Top side. Looking for a handle is Kenny T. To send that one down into the offensive zone. Zarth finds a header over to Gubby. Goes off the backhand over to Diz. Diz backhand. Forehand. Shot saved by Cheese. Kenny T throws it against the far side wall. Louise looks for a chop towards the cage but doesn't find it. Here's Zartholomew. Zarth top side, hits his own point. Gubby keeps it low, looks for the ring down to the near side, doesn't take it. Off the first try, Disruption has a step on the opposition. Backhand shot goes in. Oh, the interception, the interference. The goaltender's upset. He's talking to the ref. Disruption just powers its way through. Zarth splits the defense, throws him apart like the Red Sea, and his name's Moses. 35 seconds into it. Hot Springs tied with Pittsburgh. Disruption starting the breakout here for the Hot Springs Hot Tamales. Louise, here's starting the breakout. Kind of. He's playing for Pittsburgh, though. We know that for a fact. Zarth out in front, goes in one ear and out the other side of the crease. Here's Cheese with it now. Zartholomew. Cheese. Back to Kenny T. 3:45 here in the second. 2 goals apiece so far here tonight. Louise sent down to the near side. Kenny T keeping it low for the boys in blue. Off that forehand, sent top side. Here's Disruption in his own corner. The backhand pass stopped by Louise. Louise has a step to the near side. Better stick checking from him so far here tonight. He's been prominent on it. She's set near side. Kenny T keeps it low. Goes off the stick of Louise. Louise just trying to find a passing lane. Zarth. Kenny T goes off Louise over to Zarth once more. Here's Disruption with an out. Sandwich between 2 spinner players down low in his own corner. Just trying to fight for it, trying to keep possession. Cheese takes it top side. Kenny T keeps it low. Disruption here with an out for Hot Springs. 3 minutes remaining here in the second on this breakout. Disruption keeps it low. Here's Cheese with it now. The captain of Pittsburgh goes off Disruption. Zarth heads it back to Diz. Diz gets it low. Here's Cheese. Cheese to the near side, goes past Louise and out the full 200. Here's Disruption. Disruption banks it off the boards, goes past Zarth and down the full 200. Zarth with a little wraparound chance, goes off Louise. Kenny T out in the neutral, or out in center lane, trying to get this one out of the slot. He'll do just that down into the Hot Springs end. Zarth off that backhand. Not able to get the shot through. She's able to stop him as he is a solid object. Zarth near side. Gubby, forehand, stopped by Cheese. Cheese off of Zarth. Zarth keeping it out to the near side point, finds Gubby. Gubby thrown down along the enemy end wall. Cheese will dump this one down. 2:06 to work with here in the second. Shot, nice stop by Gubby. Zarth with a bank pass looking for Disruption. Little Carl Weiser action doesn't pay out. We have a goal. 3-2. Louise picks it apart like a pickled pepper. Diz and Gibby not quite able to break loose of that do-si-do in time. 5 goals on the board, 3 of them for Pittsburgh. Gubby wants revenge. Down it goes, and Kenny T awarded the save. First save from the Pittsburgh side of the ice here tonight. And came in a big way. 147 and ticking here in the second. Shot towards the cage, just wide off that far side. Here's Kenny T with it now, chopped loose. Here's Zarth with it now. We're going to pull this one down near side for Hot Springs. Gubby sends top side. Disruption here off that backhand. Pushed out with the hip of Kenny T. Backhand shot, stopped by Cheese, sent out by Zarth. Saved by Louise. Gubby shoots, scores! Right, and prime scoring chance. Right at the top of the crease, sitting at top of the dome. Great shot, great goal. Pittsburgh, Hot Springs, tied at 3 here in the second. Gubby looks topside to Zarth. I apologize. I'm so not used to this microphone being right in my face. Disruption out in front, looking for Gubby. Nice control there by Kenny T, taking it off that backhand. Zartholomew off the near side. Kenny T with a minute remaining. Backhand shot just wide off that near side. Here's Louise with it now. Louise banks it off the near side boards. Gubby picking it up. Kenny T putting it down. Zartholomew down low, applying the pressure for the Hot Springs Hot Tamales. Louise sent near side. Disruption off that forehand. Cheese in the neutral zone takes possession. Down to the near side. Looks for the forehand dump down. Louise just wreaking havoc back between the pipes in the Hot Springs zone. Kenny T with a shot. Nice save by Gubby. Goes off Disruption. Gubby in the slot. Stopped by Kenny T. And Disruption will make it out before the night is over. Gubby off that forehand. Looks for the backhand pass behind Disruption. A little off kilter on that pass. 15 seconds remain. We're still tied at 3s. Here's Cheese with it now near side over to Louise. Louise off that forehand. Chips it along the end boards. Kenny T trying to get this one out in front. Zartholomew there to deny access on the far side post. 3 seconds remain. Gubby looking for one last shot, and that will do it for the second. It's 3-3 at the end of 2 in Sussy Stadium in Pittsburgh. 7 shots to 5. Pittsburgh's getting the better side of it. But Hot Springs defense showing adamant out there on the ice. Keeping that one shut down. 2 takeaways during that period for Pittsburgh. We'll see if they can keep it up here going into the third. 6 parties ready to rock. 6 parties ready to roll. We're taking it to the ice. Gubby just needs one more for the hat trick. We'll see if he can get it. Puck just dropped. The game is on here in the final chapter of play here tonight for Pittsburgh. Hot Springs have one more coming up after this broadcast against the Cedar Rapids Cottonmouths. Gubby shooting off the near side, and that goes wide. Kenny T passed out to the point. Disruption here with it now. Off that back end, sent down center Ave, goes off Cheese. Here's Zarth with it. Off that forehand, finds Gubby from the hip to the forehand. Off that backhand, sent topside along the wall. Here in the neutral zone is Disruption. Disruption down low, passed back out on top. Then back low to the Hot Springs. Zarth trying, not sure what he was going for there, but he'll take the puck back. He's looking down towards the near side for the passing lane over to Gubby. Gubby off that backhand was still in the air. That's why he didn't hit it. Kenny T always able to throw the alley-oop up to Louise. Just not able to catch any grip on that one. Gubby down low. Kenny T, they're battling for it. Kenny T knocked loose off the hands. Here's Disruption. Disruption out to the point. Finds Zartholomew at the red line. Zarth off the backhand. Stick check by Louise. Kenny T tries to advance on that one. Gubby comes back for his team, and he'll dump this one down into the Hot Springs' favor. Here's Cheese. Cheese off that backhand. Goes past Kenny T off the board. Shot. Goes off the far side and into the end wall. Zarth. Disruption. Off that backhand. Chopped low. Goes off Cheese to the near side wall. Gubby with a forehand. Fans on the first. Gets that backhand back into the fray. Goes off the backhand. Looking to wheel and deal off that near side post. Disruption just not reading that play. I don't think I could read the play either, so I can't really make comments about that one. Here's Kenny T with it now. Kenny T wheels it topside, goes off Louise into the near side wall. Here's Zartholomew with a long distance one. A severed connection. Cheese able to cut the wire. Louise forehand into the zone. Disruption collects this one back in the Hot Springs defensive side. Off that forehand goes off Zarth. Zarth off the back end continues it north. Here's Cheese for Pittsburgh. Goes off Zartholomew on the near side point. A forehand chance goes off the body of Cheese as it knocks loose its way back down to the near side point. Gubby with a chance, not able to get the puck to go in the 4x6. Zarth shooting near side, and that one goes wide into the drink. Here's Gubby with it now. Backhand, back into the center point. Louise home for that one, sends this one back towards the blue line. Zarth gets it low. Cheese with possession for the Spinners. Cheese to Louise. Taking this one near side. Over to the point, here's Kenny T. Kenny T in the neutral zone. Backhand fed over to Louise. Louise at the Cheese. Pull, shoots, nice save by Disruption. The first shot of the period. We're halfway through the third. It's been a high-intense man-on-man game. Everybody getting to the shot early before it even gets to the crease. Zarth, Gubby. Backhand, stopped by Cheese. Cheese off the backhand, sent near side over to Zarth. Zarth with a forehand shot, goes off Kenny T, hits Disruption. Here's Gubby with it now. Kenny T knocks it loose to the near side. Cheese gets this one out of the zone, goes off Zarth top side. Disruption here with a forehand pass back over to Zartholomew. Zarth to the near side finds Gubby. Gubby off the backhand, shot wide off the far side and into the corner. Cheese gets it back to himself, takes possession near side. We're still tied at 3s, only one shot here in the third. That's from Pittsburgh at the 2:30 mark. Here's Gubby. Bank pass to himself, gets past one. Cheese says no, I want this more. Kenny T. Back to Cheese. Cheese off the forehand. Shot saved by Disruption. Good shot. Scores! And the hats go out for Louise. His first hat trick as a pro player. Disruption gets the first but doesn't get the rebound. Zarth had a chance at it but not enough to keep it out. It's 4-3 here in Pittsburgh. Gubby with a rifle. Louise with an answer. Louise with a step. Going to be the first man to the dump down. Gets his own rebound, finds his way over to Cheese off that near side slot, keeps it low over to Louise. Louise looks for Kenny T on the near side. The puck doesn't bounce out like he thought it would, and Zarth will collapse on it. Disruption. Louise goes off Zartholomew in the corner. Here's Cheese on the far side slot, keeps it low to Louise. A little give and go, not able to get break free from the... Oh, what a shot by Kenny T, and it's 5-3. The lucky bounce is going the way of Pittsburgh here tonight. Zartholomew not able to get that one past the stick of the captain. And with 1 minute, 2 remaining, the difference is now 2. Gubby handling this one down the near side, finds Disruption, back out to the neutral zone. Gubby steps with it, rocks with it, lean with it. Nice stop there by Kenny T to dump this one down and in. Disruption off the forehand. Zartholomew towards the cage. Cheese pulls to the corner. Popped loose for a moment. Zarth keeps this one down low into the Pittsburgh zone. Disruption looking for that little wrap around. Off that forehand, out to Zarth, hits the post, goes off the far side and wide. Zartholomew to the near side. Backhand shot hits the side of the cage. 30 seconds remain here in the third. They need 2. Zartholomew working the grindstone. Down low off that backhand. Forehand looking to do it all. Cheese. Down low for Pittsburgh. Just trying to keep the time to himself. The shot hits the post and it goes in. And that looks like it'll be the final nail in the coffin. 6-3 on the board. Less than 12 seconds. Less than 14 seconds to go here in the third. And the gap has grown to 3. Playing for pride now. A good shot goes off the far side there by Zarth. Here's Cheese with it now near side. Gubby almost getting one there. But that will do it for the third and final period of action. 6-3 at the end of the day. Pittsburgh walking away with the W. Going lossless so far here in Season 8. We'll see how the season progresses for them. 13 shots to 5. They had all of the shots in the third period of play. Hot Springs is not quite able to get that one on target. A lot of posts were hit. 5 in total. 2 of them, I believe, from Hot Springs there in that third period alone. I'm with you there, B Ford. I'm with you there. It's very strange. Equal possession time. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Out of all my year of casting, I don't think I've ever seen that. But looking at who did what. Cheese had 2 goals. Louise had 3. Kenny T with 1 for their total of 6. Gubby had 2. Disruption with 1 for Hot Springs. But with that being said, that's going to do it here for that matchup. Last game of the night coming up next. Hot Springs Hot Tamales taking it to the Cedar Rapids Cottonmouths. We'll see who wins that one. Coming up next on the SPL Network. My name is Darth. We'll be right back with more Slapshot action.